Hello world. This is my first time streaming live. So I'm just gonna. Uh, there's nobody watching this, so hopefully I'll just record this, and if anybody wants to watch back on it, they can do. So I'm gonna try and do this daily if I can. Um, I'm gonna talk the world or anyone who wants to watch how I trade the markets. I'm trading the markets at the moment. Let me just get rid of this limit order just there. Apologies that it looks a little bit messy. I have a lot of indicators there, which some people will argue for, other people will argue against. I can get rid of them if necessary, just for clarity. But right now, I kind of want to keep them. So I'm going to talk you through my general strategy, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to learn with you, right? So I start off by looking at the daily chart. Now you can see on here we've had a huge up and we've had some down, but overall over the last month and a bit, it's been on a nice steady downward trajectory, and it's still going to continue that. So I would expect still very much, yeah, we're heading south. We're heading south. Switching to the hourly. Um, Made a little bit of money here, but not much. I've only put £400 in this account to start off with. So yeah, it's kind of a support, kind of got a support level about here. You see that from a few days ago to yesterday to today. So I'm expecting a little bit more trouble around here, maybe underneath these EMAs. Um, but overall, we're looking at a down day, so I eventually can see it breaking this. But I wouldn't be surprised if we have a bit more trouble over here first. Or I could just go straight through and let's find out. So I was looking for a short. I mean, there's definitely a reason to take one, but I think we're going to hit our short a lot easier than. So there we've had an engulfing. So if we have a look at this candle here on the 5 minute chart, that's an engulfing candle. Well, almost. This should be its confirmation. If it stays there now, that's looking pretty strong, but we're only 2 minutes into a 5 minute candle. I have a rule: never trust a 5 minute candle, and it's in the first 60 seconds. It lies. It lies like a cheap suit. Um, so what we're going to do is we're going to wait 2 minutes, see how this candle plays out, because it looks like it could be going back up, and then we're going to find a good entry point. I'm already looking for a short. But you know, I can't see that reversing actually, so I'm thinking going with short just here, because we're looking down, we're looking short on the daily, short on the hourly, and now the 5 minutes set up for that as well. So there's no reason for us not to just find a good entry point. The reason I'm choosing this point here are because of the EMAs. So see the red EMA 8 is 65684, 656 50 60. So just make sure that's under 84, just underneath 84. It's actually sitting at 81. So I'm hoping if it hits that, it'll go straight back down again. Ooh, we're not quite getting a fill. And there we go. We filled. And I probably should have waited those 2 minutes to confirm that candle, but we'll see. So in our first trade, that didn't take very long. Usually I spend a long time waiting for a trade, but everything's just kind of lined up here today. I have an automatic C bot. I'm using C Trader. and I've algorithms already set away. That looks like it's decided to change direction and head back up. But again, we're in the first 60 seconds of a 5-minute candle. In fact, we're in the first 15 seconds. You don't trust anything it does. Yeah, as I was saying, so I'm using CTrader. I'm using algorithms, which means I have little C-bots or algorithms running in the background that do things for me, such as create a stop loss automatically at 125 points. You might see a few other changes. I'll try and talk you through them as I notice them, but a lot of these are just my own indicators or algorithms doing their own thing and helping me trade in the background. Yeah, so we've got a support line here, which is what I think this bounce is that we're seeing. I think that's all it is, was just a bit of a bounce of support. Okay, well, we're winning. I'm just going to wait for that to go a little bit further, and then I might break even it, just in case we get some unexpected reversal, a big surge. Let's leave that stop loss there. Have I even set a profit? No, I have not. So let's have a look at that profit. Well, this is low of day here, so I'm assuming we're going to go a bit further than that. According to the hourly chart, we could be looking, next stop is probably somewhere about here. On the daily chart, yeah, that looks about right for the daily chart as well. I mean, we could end up further, we could end up down here somewhere, but I think that's a safe bet. 55, yeah, looks about right. Back on the 5-minute. Sorry, that was me just checking whether that profit level looked viable on the daily and the hourly charts. Now this is me back on the 5-minute chart, just watching it. What's that look? Oh, it's about here. So this purple line is support resistance level from the past when I've traded a previous day, and this green line is automatic. This is the this is the high of day minus the ATR. And if you don't know what those things are, I can explain to you another time, or you can look them up on Google's. But high of day minus ATR is an interesting one to look over. When I say ATR, I'm referring to the daily ATR. I think this is going to be a pretty easy trade, actually. Yeah, so I'm just going to, oh, stop loss is moving itself. I might switch that off, because that seems a bit too close to me. That means it's moved 300 points, though. That's cool. Or it had done at the point. There we go. Let's move that back to here. It's a trailing stop loss, which means if it just explodes 300 points or more, it starts moving it up to 70 points. So the most I could ever lose from my highest is 70 points. Yeah, if you don't know how a trailing stop loss works, I would definitely look into that. Just some background as we're working here. This is the Japanese market. It's actually a CFD, so it's not the real Japanese market, but it emulates it pretty accurately. And this is me trading through CTrader. My broker is Pepperstone, as you'll see in the top left. And this is my. I haven't traded much today. Started for 400 out. I saw a sneaky little trade, made 15 quid earlier, but this is my big trade of the day. And hopefully I'll just make this one, and then I might even call it a day for the rest of it. This here that says short permitted, this is an indicator that I made myself, so you won't see this anywhere on the market. So, um, it's just, there are a few rules that I like to follow whenever I'm entering a trade, and if that says short permitted, then my rules are met for a short, and if it doesn't, then I won't be entering. See, the market went all the way down to low of day, now it's fighting at the nearest support resistance level. If it fights any harder, I'm tempted just to come out and find a new entry. No, there we go, it's given up. And if we run out of things to talk about, I might just do what I usually do, which is watch some sort of TV program in the background. Because most of trading is just sitting around waiting for the right point to enter or the right point to come out. Yeah, there's that stop loss coming. I think it's coming a little early. I think for some reason it's running at 250, not 300. I could move it, but it's going to move itself. It's a little safety feature just to stop me losing everything that I've made in the trade. It's also cool because if the price just shoots off suddenly for no reason, um, and then comes back down again, it'll stop me out automatically. I'll get the most of it, which is cool. It's worked out well for me in the past. So that's £22 on this trade. It's looking like it's struggling to get through. I'm tempted to come out. Oh yeah, you might be wondering what this little square is here. This is essentially to hide, I'll switch it off. It's to hide the candle before it's formed. Because I have a nasty habit of seeing like a half-formed candle, like I'll be 2.5 minutes into a 5-minute candle, I'll be like, hang on a minute, that looks like a reversal, and I'll be straight in there with trades, and then it won't do as it's promised, and then I end up with a bad trade. So it's there to hide the latest candle until it's fully formed, and then I get to see it. It it kind of works. It kind of works for me. I had a lot of bad habits. I've been trading since 2020, and I've built a lot of bad habits that I'm only just getting around to, getting rid of. Um, and these little things help me. Sometimes it's just stuff you have to work through. But if you can use tech to make life easier, why not? How we do it. It's still a red candle, but I can see it going back up. I am quite tempted to come out of this trade and then just get back into it further up. Maybe at the EMAs again. But we're not even a minute into the into the candle. Never trust a 5-minute candle in the first 60 seconds. So if it looks like it's going up, it's probably gonna go down. Oh, it's coming up too fast for my liking. I'm coming out of that. And we can look for re-entry. Maybe from here. No, if it goes up there, I'll be thinking it'd look more like a reversal than anything else. Oh, I could just wait for it to break low. Be another way to do it. I prefer to get in up here somewhere if I can see a good reversal. I'm tempted to go in here, but with such a strong green candle, it could just shoot straight the way through. It could come all the way back up here. But you know what? Can't see it happening. I'm going to put this just here. So the red EMA 8, 65587, 65584. Just there. If it touches that EMA again, I'm not sure it will go back up. Might do. Where did we decide we were coming to? About here. I might move this to just underneath that resistance. That'll do. And there we go. And the reason being is it started off looking like a green, strong green candle, but it's failed that many times. Yeah, I can see it just turning red. And it's not quite. Come on, buddy. There we go. It turns red. Like a soothsayer. I say it, it happens. Let's put that back on break even. So break even means to put a stop loss on the inside of the trade. So in theory, you can't lose any money that way, but let's see it break through this support level just here. Breaking through support, breaking through low of day. Do you know what? I could actually see it coming down to here. If it's got that much going on there, I can't see it just breaking into here. It's got to be a follow through. Yeah. I don't know where this line came from before, but we've got this green line, which is that would be ATR for the day. Yeah, I think we're just going to get a little bit more out of this trade then. If I could make an extra £55, I'd be happy. Oh, and that's just, yeah, that was my safety feature, cutting me out, which is quite good in this case, because it's gone back above support. Just maybe consider trying that one more time. I'm going to put it about here for the EMA 8. Six, 5, 5, 20, 6, 5, 10. I can't see that happening again. So this is a limit order that's there, which means it's not placed yet. It's just sitting there, waiting for the price to pop back up, hit it, and then hopefully go down. That's why I put it just underneath this EMR 8 line, just there. I think it's just going to break through on its own without bobbing back up again. Should we re-enter? I think that's a bad re-entry point. Yeah, I think going in there, it could reverse and just start heading straight back up again from the support line. Okay, so I moved that. So under the new candle, it's moved a lot. So that EMA 8's now sitting at 530. Only sitting at 528, which I am. Still expecting a strong. There we go. We're in. And that is looking way too strong. I want to come straight back out of that, I'm thinking. Just give it a sec. Let's let it breathe. Okay, there we go. No, that's looking too strong. See the way it just shot straight back up through, and it's got me worried. See the way when I'm straight at first in a trade, my cursor will hover over the X button, ready to just come out of it. Gonna let this breathe just a little bit, but I'm starting to think I should just come out of this. Nah, I'm out. A couple of quid doesn't do any harm. Oh, there we go. It just fails downwards as soon as I come out. Everybody else must have had the same idea. Okay. Well, it's just told me again that there we go. It's going to close down there. Let's try one more. What time should we get one more entry? 509, so looking at about here, 498. Just underneath this red EMA. Let's see if we get one more fill, and we'll hold it because it's definitely going down, isn't it? We haven't got a fill. I thought we would there. Come on, dude. Right. Didn't really. I shouldn't have done that. I've just gone into the trade rather than waiting for a fill. Just market traders, basically. But I'm quite sure that that's going to continue to go south. I don't really want to miss out on this big trade. If I do see it going up, I'll be straight on the X. Oh, dude, you've been trying to break through for about 20 minutes. Come on. Still not look. See, daily looks like it's going down. Hourly looks like it should be going down. Maybe some resistance off the top of that. Ooh, support even. What are you doing here? I'm tempted to come out and then just put a stop order here for when it finally breaks down, it catches it. The only problem is there, it could break down a little bit and pop straight back up again. I don't want that to happen. I'm very tempted to come out here just while we've got a little tiny bit of profit. Yeah, it was a bad entry point. I should have come in up here. Or just waited, or yeah, I'm going to come out just there. So it's given me a 10-minute cooldown. Well, I've given myself a 10-minute cooldown according to my rules. But rules are there to be broken sometimes, occasionally. I want to put an entry point just here. 501, 590, 505, there we go. And I'm also didn't create one there. 65280. So this I'll create this first and then explain what it is. So this is a CBOT algorithm. So basically, if the price closes below that line there, it'll open a trade for me, a short, just in case I miss it. So if it goes up, we'll catch it bouncing off the EMAs. If it breaks down, we'll just take a greater risk. But I wish I'd held on to that last trade now. Yeah, I'm even more convinced this is just going to break down. Yeah, I've decided if it's closed underneath this support level, then I can use that as a something to trade off rather than waiting for EMAs again. Hopefully it doesn't touch the EMA again, because if it does, it's going to stop me out. It just looks like it's going to break any minute now. Should have waited. Oh, that's going to stop me out. I can see it. It's going to stop me out where I should have entered. I've got an annoying little algorithm that makes sure that the stop loss is always 125 maximum. So if I try to extend it further, it just puts it back. This is incredibly annoying, but also it's the right way to trade. Got a minute 30 left on this candle, and I think as soon as this candle's over, it's going to drop. That's my prediction. It's going to go all the way to touch profit in about 5-10 minutes time. We'll see how right I am. If I do, there's an extra £40 in it for me. Yay. And considering I only started with 400 quid and I've made 10% already. Oh, here we go. There we go. Yay. Now, once it's broken support, it'll come down a bit, it'll come back up, it might even touch support again, and then come back down. So we're just going to leave it. We're going to leave stop loss exactly where it is. Just let it breathe. Let it do what it does. This is where I sit back and just chill now. Yeah, I'm not used to the I'm not sure I've set this up properly. I can't wait to see the video after. Oh shoot, it's not doing the way. It's not doing what I wanted. There we go. It's just it's just retesting. That's all. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm checking out my live stream and what's actually going. It doesn't look like it's streaming properly, but it's my first stream. I don't really know how to tell what works and what doesn't. Well, while we wait for this, I'm basically just going to watch it out of the corner of my eye. And this is a tactic. Sorry, let me get rid of my nicotine gum. I'm giving up vaping. This is a tactic that I would recommend for all traders. Um, Once you've worked something out, or you've done your analysis and you're just waiting for an entry, or if you're waiting for the market to just change because the current market conditions aren't worth trading, like it's choppy. This is pretty choppy to be fair. Um, just uh, just sit back, keep an eye on the market, make sure you've got your stop losses and you take profits in place. Um, just put some TV on, find something interesting to do, read a book. Well, maybe not a book because you're gonna have to keep looking over all the time, but yeah. So I'm gonna watch a well-known TV show about a rather angry chef that goes around and shouts at really rubbish chefs in their own restaurant. I'll let you decide what that is. Other TV shows are available. Jesus Christ, why would you open a restaurant with your girlfriend? Like if she works front of house and you work as a chef. Like it's just a recipe for disaster. Never work with family. I'm just moving that stop loss down a little bit since Yeah, it's not even touching the EMA8 in the last run. Okay, now we're talking. So we broke down, went back up, rejected from the EMA8, we're now back below, pretty much that. Looking at lower day again. £4 profit, which is not bad, considering how much we started with. And I'm not gonna move that to break the stop loss to break even just yet. I'll just leave it. Get rid of you. Just leave that about here. I can see that just failing down very soon. Come on, buddy. There's another one of mine. Just don't go short at low of day, which then sits at low of day all day long. I've got another one up here that says don't go long at high of day. Um, just because it was a nasty habit of mine. If it was breaking high of day, I'd be like, it's breaking out. I'd go long and then it just sinks and just goes short for the rest of the day. And you're stuck at the highest point. Yeah, worst way to trade, man. I do without it. Oh look, breaking, brand new low of day. I just needed to go 350 more points. I'll be very happy. Like I'm very confident in this trade. Like that is definitely going to happen. Long trade permitted. No, no, thank you. I'll just switch that off for a second. So I don't need that. But we can switch most of this off. Leave the no, I'll take the emails off. Don't need that. I'll just switch this off so you can see a little more clearly. There we go. That's what the chart should look like without any of my baggage attached to it. Looks a bit bare to me. Some people just trade like this with like next to nothing. You still got the Bollinger Bands on the support and resistance lines because I put them on manually. Some people just trade like this. I don't know how they can do it, to be honest. It doesn't make sense. Oh, that would have been that thing that just came up that said, oh, you haven't got enough money for the trade. That's because this just tried to create a new trade because it closed underneath a certain point, which is mega. That just like reinforces the fact that it's definitely going down. Well, almost definitely. Nothing's for sure. I'm going to move that to break even now. That looks safe enough to me. I mean, we're good. 130 points, 113. Might have been a bit premature with that. Oh, there it goes. Come on. Right, now you've seen what my bear chart looks like. I'm going to start putting all this stuff back. Actually, we didn't need that one, did we? Stuff back. Volume profile. I like that one. Hide the latest candle. EMA ribbon, definitely. If I could recommend one or two, um, one or two indicators that I think everyone should have, it'll be EMAs and the low of day, high of day, minus ATR, plus minus ATR. Depends how you look at it. It just tells you how much the market's moved in a day and how much it moves on average. It tells you whether it's likely to break out or not, or whether you're actually getting to a point where the market's exhausted and stretched. I'm just going to move that stop loss to somewhere a bit more sensible. So I think it's going to retest. It's very, very choppy today. All of this chop. That's what I mean by chop, like up and down, even though it's got a general overall direction. Ooh, that's looking strong. That's looking really strong. Like I want to come out of that. Move that up to maximum 125 points on the stop loss. Just to give this a bit of breathing room. I'm coming out of that, I think. Because that looks like a reversal. The chef is not very nice to his girlfriend. He's going to get dumped. Okay, what's happening now? So it's hit EMA 8, it's hit resistance now, and it's just, where's it going to close? 50 seconds left on this candle. If it closes below, you stay in. If it closes above, I would very much consider coming out. We've got 40 seconds left, and it's looking really strong to the north, to the upside. And I'm going to come out of this. Almost definitely. I wouldn't care, I can't see it going past the EMA 14. Is it 14? Yeah, there we go. New candle. Oh, it's going to stop me out. I should have come out earlier. Oh, wow, okay. So convinced. In fact, I should have been stopped out there. Should have been stopped out, and it's rejected. Bring this back. Long permitted. I can see that just being a final test. Getting rid of anyone that was left in a short to buy it all, well, sell it all off. There we go, back in the profit. God, trading is just boring sometimes. Hey, finally, here we go. I'm still one over this 40. Yeah, 10 so far. One thing, another rule of mine, which I try to follow and often fail, is don't look at the money. Look at the charts. That's it. Just trade the charts. Don't worry about money. Don't worry about points. Just look at what you've got in front of you and trade that. And if there's no trade, don't trade. Hopefully, this will close underneath there, become bearish engulfing, and then it'll come down even further. It'll confirm, and then I'll hit this in about 15 minutes, which I'm sure I said about 20, 30 minutes ago. I usually stop trading about 4 o'clock. It's my best hours between 8 and 4. And I don't trade the US Open, which, because I'm based in the UK, happens at half 2 for me. So, half 2 in the afternoon, that is. So, half 2 in the afternoon, I'll stop. Tempted to come out of this and then just come back in here just for an extra fiver, but not really that fussed. It's £5. Coming back up for another retest, possibly. Maybe just put. Hope YouTube doesn't have a problem with me watching TV in the background. Personally, I have no idea. There we go. Minute and a half left on this candle, and I can't see this low of day surviving after that. I think it's going to drive straight through. If I retest and retest and retest, then now there's nowhere left for it to go. The EMA 8 is actually sat underneath support, so I'll have to break above support and the EMA at the same time. Not going to happen. I've moved my stop loss to break even, and then see how it goes. I mean, I hope it gets there in 10 minutes. I'm going to stop streaming as soon as this trade's done. So, oh, I was hoping to have it stopped by 4 o'clock, but we'll play this out. You stick with me, see how we do. The reason I'm doing this, by the way, is that I get a lot out of this. If I have to justify and explain every trade, I'm going to make better decisions, fewer mistakes, hopefully. And if I've got an audience and people going, no, don't do it, or things that I've missed or forgotten, or maybe, perhaps. Come on, dude. Where's my reapply this indicator because it doesn't seem to be working. There we go. My attempt to hide the current candle because I don't like seeing the current candle. It can be misleading. It turns red in the first minute because that's when you shouldn't believe it at all. Um, then it turns amber and then it turns green at the start of the candle, which is when you should be placing a trade, really, if you're going to do it that way. But I generally use limit orders. Limit orders are basically saying if you get to this price, I will buy. Whereas a market order, just clicking the buy and sell buttons, it's like, yeah, whatever price you've got available, just give to me. It doesn't sit right with me. I used to just press the buttons. I sometimes do. I just try not to. That's it. There we go. Breaking low of day again. Come on, guys. There we go. Come on. I think it's just gonna. It could just be choppy all afternoon. I'm sure it's gonna go down to there, but it could take hours at this rate. I feel like I can't just be silent now. Now I know this is recording and people are gonna look back on it. I can't just sit here going like radio silence. Um, so I might shut this down and just go, yeah, take a look and see how it ended yourself. You can always look back over the markets and see how something ended up. I mean, even if I came out now, I've made what since we started 30, 45 quid, which is over 10% of what I started with. So if I was trading with 10 grand, like that would be over £1,000 today. 10% in a day is fantastic, to be honest. You just got to wait for the right trade, wait for the right setup. I'm going to do lives in future, probably about quarter to 3 o'clock in the afternoon UK time. That's because the US markets open at half two. Don't trade the US Open because it's just too much volatility, too unpredictable. So I wait until that's calmed down and then I trade the aftermath. It's another candle. I thought it was just broken down by now. I thought it would have been broken down and then just gone. Phew. I've seen it so many times, but I've also seen this sort of thing go for ages. This is the most usually the most dangerous part of trading for me. What are you doing? Because it's got a trend, but it's so choppy. You either just can't stay in the trend, or you end up taking a short from down here, and then it goes up, and you're like, oh my god, it's reversing. You come out, and then it just shoots straight back down again. Oh, it's just awful trade. So now we're in, and we're staying in, and we're remaining in profit. We should just try and I'm just going to hold out. I'm going to do the hardest thing that it is to do in trading for me anyway, and that's just do nothing. Just let it play out. See what I mean about being choppy? It's like it's all the way back up here. Now, some people will be going in that going, it's a reversal, it's a reversal. Because you've got like a engulfing, what they call a bullish engulfing here going on. People will be buying into that going, it's going back up. They'll imagine this. And I'm just seeing this big, choppy downward trend. I'm just going to stick with my short for as long as I can and just hold out for this. This is what I'm looking for. Don't know how many people looking at it. Now, I'm still looking back on this. I don't know if this is streaming properly the way I intended it to. We'll find out at the end. I'm just going to move this back to here. Yeah, this is telling me now that I shouldn't be trading, which I'm not. My trade's still there. I'm not opening anything new. There we go. If anybody watches this and decides they want some of these indicators, I'm more than happy to share them. That's just my own code. So, never know, I could end up selling them one day, making me some pennies. I mean, I think everyone can do it for free now with AI if you know what you're doing. So, but it's about knowing which. It's about AI is only as good as what you put into it. Basically, you've got to ask it the right questions and tell it the right things. And understanding a little bit of coding helps anyway. And you can tweak it yourself and just double check it. There we go. Let's move that stop loss to just above the highest point there. So the least I'm going to make now is £4.50. I'm not going to move that again. It might move it automatically actually when it gets to 300 points. What are we? 145. Got a while yet. Do you know what? I'm actually going to add to this trade. I'm not confident. There we go. Oh, 2.5 minutes to see this trade go somewhere. Yeah, watch. As soon as I've got into it a little bit more, it's going to stop me out now. Let's move that a little bit there, give it some breathing space. It's got a minute left on this candle now. Come on. Come on, I didn't want to be didn't want to be streaming for this long. I wanted in, trade and out. Oh, do you know what? I went in with a market order on this one. I shouldn't have done that. I should have been smart. I should have just put it in here. What are you doing here? Is this becoming a reversal? Oh, do you know what? I'm going to put these just above the EMA. E6. 14 even. EMA 14 is this dashed blue line here. Do you know, I know so many people. In fact, me when I was younger, I'd have seen this and I'd have been like, reversal, go long. And then I'd have been cut off here. And then I'd go, it's going back down. And then I would come straight back up. I'd be like, no. I would have lost here and here and here and here and here. And what I've noticed with this is once you've picked the overall direction, which you do using the daily and the hourly charts, you stick to your guns unless something changes on those charts. And when you do get chopped like this, try and go in from the high and then leave it until you get to where you think it's going to go. And if you really start to see a proper reversal, but I wouldn't have said that was a proper reversal. It didn't even close above the EMA 8. Um, yeah, just stick at it. That's the only way to beat this kind of downward, horrible, trendy chop, is to just go in at a high point, wait it out, um, and just ignore all this noise in between. You're still getting lower lows and lower highs. Sorry, yeah, lower highs and lower lows, which it even says just here. I should just sit back and relax and try and ignore it, but now I've got in with this extra piece. I just kind of want to make sure it goes where it's going. If it starts to reverse, I want to come out with it sooner rather than later. 2 minutes left on this candle. I think this candle will end up back down here. If it doesn't, I'm going to start questioning things. Oh, that's not looking good. 4 seconds left in this candle. I don't want it to end up high like this. I want it down. There we go. Come on, just drop like what, 240 points, and then we can. I can take my money and we can stop this live, and I'll just go shopping. Come on. What's 230 points to ask? I can see this. I can see this going like this, like this, like this, like this, like this for an hour, and just taking forever to get down there. So we waiting for this bloody thing at 6:30. Oh, that's 25 quid in those trades so far. How much did I want overall? What, 40 originally, and then, 54. That's not bad for a couple of hours work. And I'm not telling people that they should trade this. I'm not telling people to trade or to copy me. But if you do, that's fine. Just do so at your own risk. Yeah, just remember, like, I'm not giving advice here. I'm just telling you how I do it and what the results are. Oh shit! Oh, stop loss is moving of its own account. Try not to look at the money. It's my rule to myself: don't look at the money. Don't look at 30 quid and go. Just trade the chart. Is it gonna go? Is it gonna continue going down to this point? I think it's extremely likely. This SL keeps moving. The stop loss keeps moving itself because it's over 250 points. Not coming out of that, and they're going to come back into it a bit. 2-1. Yeah. You know what, I might just put it just here. The reason I'm doing that is because that was the low before, and it's just underneath that previous low. I'm tempted to just go back in though. Should wait, be patient. I've actually made a decent amount today. Made like 10-15%, so that's not, that's really good to be honest. So there's no need to make any more. There's no requirement. There we go. We're back in. Just gonna pop that here. Keep a very close eye on this because I don't want to just turn into a reversal and catch me out. Oh, I knew it was gonna. Yeah, there's the EMA that I should have waited for. Come on, show me some more of that downward trend. So we're looking for 300 points from there. How long has it taken to fall 300 points so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 12. It took it over an hour to fall 300 points. So it could take another hour to get down to there. Alright, I think this candle will finish hopefully low down here. We'll pop out of the next candle and I think we'll just see a drop probably to the 65,000 line, which is about there. And I'll be very happy with that. If that happens, I might just come out straight away and sell this. Because I'm ending this live soon. I'm not used to being live streamed. And yeah, so much for that. Come on, guys. There we go. Come on. Still holding out for just a dramatic drop all the way down to 900. Tempted just to come on now and call it a day. It's good money. There we go. There we go. There's that dramatic fall I've been waiting over an hour for. Oh, come on. I mean, this is where we thought it would go to originally. I'm going to take a piece out. Fix my charts. So I reduced my lot size from 0.3 to 0.2 there. So it's just taking a piece out, a piece of the profit. So what was it? £7.50. Not life-changing amounts, but I'm going to do that again when we get to here. No, not the lower. When we get to there, that's the lower, the new lower of day. Start bringing this, creep this stop loss in just to about there. Maybe a touch higher. If it shoots back up like it has now, I could even put that piece back in. What they call a reload. But you want to be careful doing that. Because if it starts to reverse, then you want to come out of that trade very, very quickly. And I'm going to reload just there. Come on, let's just see it fall. So we've got three take profits here. 1, 2, and 3. And I can see it's just hitting the moon. Do you know what? I've made £68 today from using 400. I've got these last few trades on the go. which might come out, might not. The stop losses are in place, so the least I'm going to make is another £9 on top of this. The most could be 10, 15, 28. I could make it another £28. You guys don't need to hang on to see how this plays out. So I'm going to end this stream here. If you traded with me, which nobody did, so just take a look. If you want to follow me another day and trade the way I do, or just learn from me, then so be it. Okay?